What's going on, boys? I don't even know where to start, but I guess I'm making this video because people are definitely expecting my view, my take, my opinion about Loa On, and it's something that we've been waiting for a long time now. Especially a lot of my friends, a lot of people that I used to play in the past. And the first thing I want to say is that this is purely my opinion. You know, you're entitled to believe whatever you want, which is completely fine. This is not like a debate. For you right, I'm wrong. I'm right, you're wrong. This is not. This no, we're not doing this again. Okay, not what it is, right? The first thing I want to say about 2025 Loa On, in my opinion, because I just don't also want to be dooming or being extra negative or whatnot. I'm just gonna give it 5 out of 10, like Mead. You know, because I don't want to be. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else will give it 0 out of 10, and some other people will give it 10 out of 10. You know, like it's just gonna. In my opinion, it's 5 out of 10. You know, and the reason why I say that is like when I talk a little bit about the positive that I'll see that there was some positive towards it, and the negative towards the on or the expectations that other people had. And also, I want to talk a little bit about the problems with the game for new players and also for returning players. And overall, I'll give my opinion, okay? So, yeah, meet Loa On 100%, my opinion. And what I said that is positive about the Loa On is just because actually there is a new class. As you can see, a lot of people are going to be hyped for the class. You know, there is new raids. It's 4 men for whoever like the 4 men, which is I think is kind of okay-ish in a way. And new soft reset for those that really wanted the soft reset. You know what I'm saying? So there is like a few things that are like kind of positive towards the game for people that actually love the game. You know, people that are not planning on playing another game, people that only just leave for Lost Ark, things like that. You know, there is like a few things that can keep you playing the game, in my opinion, right? Like I'm just gonna continue playing the game, of course, because I don't have anything else to play. I mean, I can play World of Warcraft, I can play Ion, but at the end of the day, all the game have bad systems, etc., etc. They're gonna be pay to win. So yeah, I'm gonna continue playing Lost Ark and other games as well too on the side, you know. But that's the positive side of it. That it has like a few things that can keep you around. You know, it's not the greatest. It's just quality of life. Like I was saying in the past before in other videos, quality of life is always great. However, it's not necessarily a tool to keep people around or to bring new people because not enough. Period. Now, the negative side from it is that a lot of people have high expectations. Especially, I know for a fact personally, a lot of people that were counting on Loa On for them to come back into the game, and it's not gonna happen. So now once again, it's this is not about me being dooming or me being negative or trying. They already told me that they're not gonna come back, and you can see it on other streams. Other YouTube people making YouTube videos on the comments. They just quitting the game right now, right after Loa On. So this is not about me. This is just like how people feel. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. There's so much I can't do, right? So that is the negative from it because remember, there's always going to be two sides. The people that are really happy about everything, even if it's nothing big, and the people that are negative about everything, even if there is some good things, you know. So it's just how it is, unfortunately. If it doesn't meet the people's expectations, they just gonna be mad, period. And if these people, if they get, I don't know, like a Mokoko, Golden Mokoko C, they're gonna be happy because they love the game, you know. So this is once again, this is not about the people that are right, the people that are wrong. It's just like it's just black and white. Some people are gonna continue playing Lost Ark because they love the game, and a lot of other people just unfortunately not gonna come back or they're gonna quit. Those are the factors. Now, in my opinion, this is probably one of the worst. I don't want to say the worst because I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be mean or anything like that. This is probably one of the worst MMOs for new players to come into the game. And I will elaborate. The reason why is because Lost Ark, unfortunately or fortunately, however you want to call it, is a game that require you for you to have 6 characters if you want to min max, because that's how the game is designed. Since the game decide not to go a different direction, they're gonna continue with the same, model. Unfortunately, so even if you're a new player and you come, with the past, and you get one character to end game content, and now you're gonna feel stuck because you're like, damn, I've finished everything that I already had to do on this character. How can I progress this character? Well, you have to make another one and another one and another one until you got 6, and those characters are gonna be able to provide for your main. It's just how it has been. That's the model of Lost Ark, right? If you didn't know, yeah, you can have only one character, but you have to actually mula mula and spend a lot of money. The problem with that is that unfortunately people play Lost Ark because it's a free to play game. So in people's mind, it's like, oh, damn, it's free to play. Let me go play it. But now when you come to the game, you'll find out that if you actually want to catch up with your roster as a new player, you have to spend an infinite amount of hours and weeks and months and years. Not even the people that never quit can say that they can shop because they always have more and more and more. You get what I'm saying? So imagine if you quit or you're like a new player. You got it? So now, because it's so hard, there is so many systems into Lost Ark for people to actually catch up on the whole roster is almost impossible. Once again, you can actually do it, but it will take you a lot of spending. You get what I'm saying? That's why, in my opinion, it's one of the worst games for new players, 100%, because they haven't changed the system or they haven't made it easier for them to actually, get there with the roster. And for the returning players, due to the fact that I've been playing this game for 4 years now, like give it a take, like a lot of hours, maybe like close to like 30,000 hours. Well, we can actually check right now. Let me see if I can see right here. Let me see how many hours I've been playing the game. Yeah, sounds about right. Almost 28,000 hours. The returners always come back to the game with a hype. Damn, I'm back, bro. And this, I'm talking about personally, but this happened to many other people that I know as well too. And this is normally what happens. So the returner just quit the game. Unfortunately, this is one of the games that is really bad for you to quit and then to come back and retake it again because of what I told you. It's hard to keep up unless you're trying to spend money. So a lot of returning people come back to the game and we give them a hand. We help them out on the rates and on the lower rates. We help them for weeks and weeks and weeks and sometimes months until the point that they kind of catch up. Because remember, in order for you to catch up, you have to pay, right? So some people will actually catch up, and because they don't need me anymore, they leave and they just play by themselves, which is fine, I guess, right? Also, you have people that unfortunately they catch up, they get to endgame content, boom, they do endgame content, but because they work so hard to actually get the roster up there, they get burned out. So they quit. Some of them, thank God, they stick around still because, I helped them out for so many months or years or whatever it is. They still stick around, give me the prime and whatnot, support me on my sponsorships and stuff. But unfortunately, there's people that I help them for weeks and weeks and months and months. They actually catch up, quit, and disappear. And it has been a cycle of so many people doing it back to back to back that now it got to the point where I don't feel encouraged. I feel discouraged to actually help people out that are returners because they just pretty much gonna use me. You get what I'm saying? And since it happens on a daily basis and it has happened so many times to me and to any other content creator or to any other person that I know personally, now you understand the position that we are, right? So it's not about me not trying to help people out. It's not that I'm being mean, that I change. No, it's just not that. It's just like, unfortunately, this is the cycle that we've been going on for years after years after years. You see what I'm saying? So if they don't change the model, unfortunately for new players or returning players, it's always going to be rough for you guys. Now, I'm going to give you a positive, even though that I was talking about negative. It sounds like it's negative, but it's just factors, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to say that it's negative or dooming, just call it however you want to call it. I'm just being transparent here, right? So, but at the end of the day, If you actually decide to stick with the game because you like the game, you love the game, my opinion is, my take is that don't depend on other people. That is going to be a lot of solo content available to you. Take advantage of the. You have to actually do the. They're gonna remove the weeklies from what I heard, but you have to do your chaos dungeons. You have to do your guardians. You have to do your solo raids. You know what I'm saying. You have to actually play the game in order for you to catch up eventually. You get what I'm saying? Because if you don't do all these things, that unfortunately people end up getting tired and mad because, oh, the same thing over and over and over. Even though when you play another game, it's going to be the same thing over and over and over and over. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not defending Lost Ark, but at the same time, it's like people say, "Oh, what are you doing in Lost Ark? You're doing the same thing over and over." And you see them playing Path of Exile on the same four walls, killing mobs, just getting gear to get stronger and do it all over, all day, every day, Or they play BDO, killing the same mobs over and over and over. Or they play World of Warcraft, where you do the same. Or you play every game is just the same over every game. Pretty much every MMO that you actually play is going to be the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you actually like the end game loop in Lost Ark, then by all means, just you can actually catch up because now you have the Paradise, which is actually super helpful as well. And yeah, just stick around until you if you like it or not. If not, if you decide to quit it eventually, you don't waste other people's time. You don't waste your time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you quit whenever you want to do it, because at the end of the day, everybody's on their own right now. It's a situation that the game has put the players on. It's not that the players are trying to be mean, that nobody wants to help anybody out. That's not the case, guys. I'm sorry that I had to call it how it is. Unfortunately, I'm in a situation myself where a lot of people that I used to play with quit. Like, we were all playing, more than 100 people active weekly, and then all of a sudden, poof, vanish. So now I have to start all over again. You see what I'm saying? So now I might change my model a little bit as well too. I have to adapt if I don't want to die, you know what I'm saying? If I want to continue being a content creator and stuff. But yeah, it is what it is. This is my take. This is my opinion. Unfortunately, this is not going to help the West in any form or shape. It's just not. Nobody's going to come back to the game. Nobody's going to return back to the game. And if people return back to the game, more people are going to be quitting. So it's just going to be a negative, in my opinion. And I mean, we'll see the numbers in a couple of months. And then we'll see who's right and who's wrong, okay? Nothing. I'm going to continue playing the game. I love the game. Unfortunately, I'm one of those who love the game. But we'll see what happens. And if I have another opportunity later on in the future to actually transition to like another game, I will do it, and that way I don't have to deal with this ever again, because it's just like every year, bro, it's every year the same thing, and I'm just a little tired of it. Much love, guys. This is my opinion. This is my take. Tell me what you think in the comment below. I love you guys. I'm gonna continue to be doing a lot of raids. I actually have almost 28 casters right now. I have 25, I believe it is. So I need like 3 more. But I'm going to be just sending raids. So whenever I go live, if you see me live and you want to come by, send some raids, we'll send it. And that's it. Pretty much love, guys. See you around. Peace out.